Hi Scorpio, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Scorpio, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week this week, you have the Temperance card. This is actually a week where, so remember the Temperance card, aside from all of its other meanings, it actually has the meaning of alignment. And I got this feeling, really strong feeling that this week you are tapping into something very powerful and possibly very primal within yourself to align yourself with something that you truly desire. This is the thing, like Scorpio energy is very much about desire, right? This is yours is the sign that rules sex. And in order to have sex with someone, 9 times out of 10, you need to have a desire towards that person. And the reason I bring this up is, this feels for me like when Scorpio gets really focused on what they want, they have this uncanny sort of magnetic ability to draw it to them. This is you stepping into that power this week. This is you aligning yourself with something. And I get the feeling that you're really powerfully focused on bringing a certain thing, person, experience, amount of money or whatever into your life. And this week, so last week, we talked about specificity. And it looks like a lot of you have taken that on board, because this week you are pulling something to you in a really powerful way. Like you've shifted something on the internal level and it's had the right effect because it's bringing you what you asked for. Look at that, right? And you've got the Magician card as your actions and options. You are in your element. You are in your power this week, Scorpio. And whatever it is that you're trying to bring into your life, it has no bounds, nor any business trying to refuse you. That's the easiest way for me to put it. You're tapping into not only something very spiritual, but something very cosmic, something very magical within yourself to really create a certain experience or to bring something into your life. I can't say it enough. What I love about this as well, it looks like a lot of you are gaining some sort of respect and or kudos for maybe something that you haven't been known for up until this point. Almost like you're, maybe having this experience where you're saying, well, it's not really something that I'm known for, something that I do, but yes, actually I do that. And you're being recognized for it. I love this for potentially accolades. I really like this for you being celebrated in some way. For your communications and conversations, you've got the King of Pentacles. When it comes to money, resources, business deals, work, bonuses, all of that kind of stuff. This card for me always represents going to the next level. The King of Pentacles is a very material based card. It's very much to do with the work, the finances, the tangible stuff. And so your communications are really focused around these things. For some of you, this might be a purchase that you're hoping to either set up, or it could be as well, so it doesn't have to be a purchase, it could also be a sale. That's very possible, but I see you really working on something in the tangible realm, and you're having a lot of very solid conversations. But because you're so clear on what it is that you're wanting to create or to bring into your life, it's like it's really coming to ground. And so that King of Pentacles, especially with the Magician card, could see you interacting with a subject matter expert. It could be that you're, maybe you're talking to a bank manager or a bank advisor, maybe you're talking to a real estate agent, maybe you are, you're interacting with somebody who really is very intelligent or very good at what they do. And because your energy is so focused, it's like it feeds into this person's knowledge, wisdom, expertise, and it makes something very tangible happen this week. So this person could be a Taurus, Capricorn, or a Virgo. Doesn't have to be, and doesn't even have to be a male air sign. It really doesn't. I see the King of Pentacles show up for what I call boss ass chicks more often than not. So yeah, really love that. Now, for those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, this is nose to the grindstone, but it's not like that, you know, nose to the grindstone, I'm cutting everything out, I'm not even having a life, I'm just going to focus on my studies and I'm going to knock it out the park. It's like you're doing this with a sense of ease and finesse. And I really feel like this week, for those of you that are studying, it's because you found your groove. For those of you that are employed by somebody else, there's something this week that you are making look effortless. There's something that you're making look really easy, and it isn't. And I kind of feel this might be one of those moments, you know, where a boss is like, yeah, you know, they make it look so easy. That's because it is easy. And then when they step in to try to do the same thing, it all kind of goes a bit pear-shaped. I wonder if you're going to have an experience like that this week where, you know, maybe a superior or someone says like, oh yeah, you know, I can do that. And they try to, and it does not happen. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, this I love for you guys, because it's establishing something very real world that could potentially take you, your business, or your offering to another level. So I really like this for you guys. When it comes to your those of you that are retired and no longer working, this would be a moment at which you start to maybe bring your own specific brand of you know, like, it's rare actually. It's rare that you will see it. Like, don't get me wrong, they have the ability, but it's rare that you see a Scorpio really lose their shit. And I feel like this is like whatever plot or plan is afoot, somebody looks like they're about to get told, and probably in a way that is not. Because it's not. It's funny, like when people say like, oh yeah, you know, Scorpio is a feisty sign. It is. It absolutely is. But it's very rare that you see them, you know, effing and blinding and screaming and shouting and all of that. They really don't do it like that. It's just when they go for you, you know you've been had once it happens. For your heart and half, love and relations, you've got the Seven of Cups. This is a somewhat not so easy energy, and the reason being is the Seven of Cups suggests that for those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, there's a lot on the plate at the minute. There's a lot on the plate for you, there's a lot on the plate for the partner, and there's maybe something that you're not agreeing on or seeing eye to eye on which is the best way to get this thing done. Doesn't mean that it's going to be an argument. It just means, and I would also say here as well, this is not a week to involve outside parties. So if you and your partner are having a disagreement on something, or you're not sure, you know, which way to proceed, remember the thing with the Temperance card is piggy in the middle. Be very mindful of somebody that, you know when someone's like, oh, I just want to help, and it's like they run back and forth between partners or friends or family members, and, you know, that person ends up usually being revealed to be a shit stirrer. Watch out for that this week. So even if you and your partner aren't able to agree on something because there's so much on the collective plate, don't bring in a third party to work on or around that. When it comes to your those of you that are single, quite frankly, you could just have more options available to you than you really know what to do with, a Scorpio, really. One thing that I will say about this though, because it's the Temperance card and the Seven of Cups, I kind of feel like the options on the table are just not viable ones. Yes, they're options, but it's like there's nothing here or no one here really that I see that actually makes me say, yes, you know what, this person could be for you. Just because there's more options on the table doesn't mean the options are viable, all right? And then for your money and materials, you've got the Ten of Wands. For a lot of you, this could be clearing of a final debt, which could be really nice. specifically for your money this week. I don't think that this is necessarily that the money is increasing. I just feel like this is the paying off or the releasing of a debt of some kind, which, you know, is just as great. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, you really want to look after your back, specifically your lower back, like the buttocks, thighs, and, you know, like the coccyx, all of that kind of area. I'm not a doctor, can't give you medical advice, but watch out for it. If you do have back problems and or issues, a chiropractor or an osteopath may be somebody that you end up interacting with this week. And then when it comes to your home and environment, the 10 of Wands for home usually either suggests a move. In this regard, I actually think this is you shifting or getting rid of stuff. You know, everyone's got like that box in a corner that they're meaning to get rid of. This could be a week where you finally get to it. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.